Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Gebo the Shaman, and today we are going to be doing another guided interdimensional meditation. And since I'm traveling, this is kind of a, just put together kind of last minute kind of thing. I'm using my, laptop and all that. So I hope this turns out very well for you guys and you guys get a benefit from it. Try to center myself here. There we go. All right. So, actually, what I'm going to do, oops, hold on. There we go. So what I'm going to do is essentially just lead you guys on a guided interdimensional meditation. And if you're new to these, I want you to first, so I have some homework for you. If you are interested in learning the true nature of reality and everything that humanity has missed out on for the last few hundred years, please do go to Dr. Stephen Greer's website, drstephengreer.com or seriousdisclosure.com. Also, you're going to want to go to Michael Denney's YouTube channel, Michael Denney with an EY, Denney. There you go. And those two resources will help you to put together your own understanding and an understanding of what is going on within the universe right now. And I mean, here's the thing about humans. We have a microscopic perspective. That's all it is. It's me and my little bubble, or I'm focused on me and my and I, and maybe even let's see through those people around me, friends and family and all that, and this is my bubble of perception. Okay, let's expand that like tenfold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold, 1,000,000-fold. That, my friends, is what we're doing in these meditations. Okay? So, people want me to put words to, all this stuff. My spiritual teacher, Michael Denney, has been asked on multiple occasions, oh, well, if I do this, what'll happen? What'll happen to me as a result of that? And my teacher is like, I don't fucking know. You tell me once you do it. So a lot of people with these meditations, these interdimensional journeys, want a specific outcome. They want to be able to manifest. They want to be able to communicate with ETs. They want to be able to see ETs in the sky, whatever it is, whatever your thing is. Maybe you want ETs to help you with manifestation, bring you a brand new, house and Ferrari and mansion and this and that. I can tell you right now, they are not your genies. If that's what you're going into these meditations thinking, that is a wrong perspective to have, or a wrong thing to ask for. Because these beings are greater than our earthly problems, our day-to-day mundane issues. Oh, I forgot my keys. Can you tell me where they are? No, they don't care. Okay? The thing that the ETs are concerned about is the mortal you, the I, the ego, the I, which means you, connecting with the all, or, well, more specifically, connecting with your own higher self, your own soul, your own higher dimensional self. Maybe this is something that I should have explained better in my previous video before jumping into it, because it's important to not have the wrong assumptions and vision of, oh wow, you know, I'm contacting extraterrestrials, what's gonna happen? you know, and they're more concerned about connecting with your soul rather than giving you a superficial wow experience. Okay? I know this is the bitter pill to swallow, but none of the superficial crap that we all worry about from day to day really matters in their eyes. Now, I can say that they are loving beings, that they love you, very much so, and that they want to empower you to be in harmony with your own soul, your own divine essence, the part of you in higher dimensions that carries with it your 3D self. So, I feel like I'm kind of going off the deep end for most people. Most people's like, what the fuck is this guy talking about, right? I know you are. I know you're out there saying, what in the world did I just watch? And hey friends, I'm just learning this too. I'm not perfect at all. Okay. So, we are going to do this meditation, and some of it will be soothing and calming, some of it will be coming at you with a mirror, if you will, or like harsh truth, is what I'm intending for this message, for this meditation. So, here we go. Alright. So we're going to start by closing our eyes, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths, breathing in the nose and out the mouth. In the nose, hold it, out the mouth. In the nose again, hold it, out the mouth. Very good. Okay. Now we will continue in our deep breaths for a minute or so, in the nose and out the mouth. Until you can feel and sense this circular rhythm, this circular pattern in the nose and out the mouth. Breathing, oh, so softly and gently. Okay. Now, if you watched the first video, you'll see that I did pranayama breathing, which means basically going in one nostril, holding the other, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, like that. So you're going to hold this with your thumb. You're going to breathe in your left nostril, holding your right. We're going to pinch off the left nostril with our middle finger and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And keep doing that as a pattern. I wanted to show you guys that, but it appears that I'm a little bit congested in one of my nostrils. It's not allowing me to do that, so I'm going to continue with just breathing. And if you're congested at home, you can breathe in your nose and out your mouth. That's okay too. So we're going to sit here for another minute, just doing that exercise. You can do that on your own. I'm just going to sit here and breathe. Okay, wonderful. I'm realizing now that I came on to this video with some intensity in me. And, that was my way of kind of expressing what you needed to know for communicating with these beings. And admittedly, I could have done it in a more patient and easygoing way. So we'll learn from our mistakes. Okay, so now that we are nice and relaxed, we're going to sit wherever we are. You can do this meditation sitting, standing, lying down, doing a, qigong or whatever you want to do. We're just going to focus on being where we are. The mind will try to wander off on, different things like bills and income and family members and this and that. Our job is to focus these thoughts, focus our consciousness. And as we rein in those thoughts, rein in the wonder, the worry, the frightened, the emotions, the monkey mind that's thinking about this and that, will just come to focus upon our body. Excuse me. Okay. So we are going to I don't know. This video might not be syncing with the audio, but that's okay. We're just gonna roll with it anyway. Only so much you can do. Okay. So we're just going to continue focusing on our body. And then as we gain more focus upon our body, we are going to bring that focus in from our head and our toes and our arms all the way in to our heart center. We're going to make the heart center the focus. Just narrowing that focus, letting everything else drift away. Okay. Now that we're focused on our heart, we're going to imagine our consciousness floating out of our heart center, floating out above our bodies, still in the room that we're in, and we're going to float up through the ceiling, through the roof, above our house or apartment or dwelling. We see the neighborhood around us. We see, as we rise up, we see our city, our town, rising up further and further, faster and faster. We now see our state. We then see our continent, and our country and our continent. And then we finally see the world becoming smaller and smaller, further away and more distant. And it's now looking like a small pebble, blue pebble, at our footsteps, at our feet. Okay. Now that we are outside of time and outside of space, we are going to give the light beings, the ETs, our permission to make contact with us. We're going to say, we invite the loving light beings who wish to communicate with us to, we invite them, we give them permission to interact with us. And we open our hearts to whoever would like to speak with us or guide us in this journey. And we invite, we're going to ask a light being to a light being who would like to guide us, be our guide. So we're just going to ask for a guide at this moment. Okay. Now that your guide has shown up, we are going to ask them to take us, or well, first of all, we're going to ask them what they see in us. We're going to ask them who, who do you see me as? Like, what do you see within me from your perspective? I'll give you a moment to do that. Okay. So, your light being guide should have given you a message or of some kind. Now, what a lot of people think is happening in this is like, oh yeah, I'm just making stuff up, or they didn't really say that. That's just my imagination. Well, it's not entirely true. Granted, it could be your imagination, but most likely, if you're having a thought that did not come from you, or you would think like, oh, well, I didn't really think that up, then that's probably not yours. Alright, so now we're going to acknowledge what we've been told. We're going to repeat back what we saw, what we felt, what we heard. We're going to repeat that back to our light being guide. Okay. Alright, guys. So now we are going to ask our guide to take us to Venus, the planet Venus. And as we begin our journey, as a group, as a collective, to the planet Venus, Venus is a planet of feminine energy. Venus is a planet of beauty, art, luxury, the finest, most luxurious materials, and, just things like that. This is a woman who has everything she needs. And Venus wants to give that to you as well. Even more than the material possessions and luxury items and goods and this and that. Venus is the planet of love, the goddess of love. And by going to Venus, let's just throw all of the assumptions out and see what we can learn from her directly. Okay? So, let me see. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, we're arriving at Venus. And as soon as we step off of our ships that have, taken us here to Venus, we see Venus in all her glory with, she's a pretty giant planet from our perspective. Not as big as, Jupiter or Saturn, but she has this flaming hot, love for humanity. And so let's go ahead and ask her. Go ahead and repeat after me. Hello, Venus. We would like permission to enter. Okay, she gives us permission, and so we make our way down into Venus, and we stop at the surface. We're going to stop at the surface of Venus, and we see a rock structure, like a temple, an old ancient temple. And as we come upon this temple, we see chairs situated around a large fire. This fire is like, I see a magenta colored fire. It's not like purple, it's more like a pinkish purple. It's not a bluish purple, it's a pinkish purple. A reddish purple. And so, we also see surrounding us are Venusian priestesses. So these are priestesses that have the power and ability of Venus within them. So they are encouraging us to sit down around this fire. and they surround us. Each of these priestesses stands right behind us with their hands on our shoulders, and we're going to ask our own personal Venusian priestess who has chosen us by standing behind us. We're going to ask them what we should do with this powerful magenta fire in front of us. And I'm going to let you have your own experience here. So, whatever would be the most powerful way for you to use this fire, I'll let that happen now. Okay. I got, wow, that was really powerful energy that hit me. And they basically told me that I needed to let my guard down in order to receive love. I must be willing to be open to it, like a conduit. You can't send energy through a conduit if it's closed off. So, but yeah, that was a powerful lesson. And just the power of that fire was amazing. Okay. So, I feel these priestesses calling us to step into this flame and absorb the power of Venus within and throughout our entire bodies, soaking up this energy. So we're going to do this now. Remember to breathe deeply. Breathe very deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. I feel a great rush of energy within me from this fire. The more I open up to it, the more it intensifies. And let's remember that we can all come back here whenever we need to. This resource is available to us at all times. Okay. Wonderful. Now we'll go ahead and step out of the fire. We're going to bow and thank these priestesses for empowering us with this energy. And before we leave, we're going to ask them if they have anything to tell us. You can ask, do you have anything to tell me? I'll let them answer you. Okay, wonderful. All right. And now we're going to ask them, what do you see in me? Who am I on a higher dimension? This is a very important question. I want you to be open to what they're telling you. And now we're going to repeat it back to them. Tell them what you experienced, what you saw, felt, and heard. Okay, wonderful. All right. And then we're going to peacefully and, and silently step back from that temple. We're going to thank our guides. We're going to thank these priestesses. Bowing our heads to them as we step out of the temple. All right. And now Let me see what my guide wants me to do. Okay. My guide is telling me that we should go to Mars. So we're going to ask our guides to take us to Mars, the red planet. And Venus and Mars might seem like totally different things, but honestly, they are the opposites of, they are two heads of the same coin. So it's like you have a head and a tails. That's Venus and Mars. One is the masculine and one is the feminine. But they both work conjunctively. They both interoperate for the benefit of mankind. Okay, so we're going to go to Mars here. This may be a little bit shocking to some of you, but there are beings on Mars called mantis beings, and they look very similar to our praying mantis, but only difference is they are 7 feet tall, at least. They are massive, gigantic beings. But fear not, no need to be afraid. They love us and they have our best interest at mind. They will not hurt us. Okay, so we're going to step out of our spacecrafts at the edge of Mars, and we are going to go ahead and we'll all ask Mars. Hello, Mars. Is it okay if we enter you? Mars gives his permission, and we go to the planet Mars. I see some big, huge staircase in front of us. It's like a sheer side of a mountain. It's like a cliff that we're just climbing up. And as we climb up this staircase more and more, we're headed towards something very important. So let's just climb this thing higher and higher. And finally, we make a sharp turn and we are greeted with an entrance to an old temple with stone pillars and carvings and granite and different materials, and looks very much like a Martian temple. We are drawn towards the temple to come inside of the temple, and once again we are greeted with an army of mantis beings. They're very glad that we showed up. We're going to send our warmest greetings to these mantis beings. Hello, mantis beings. Thank you for meeting us here. We very much appreciate your presence here and your help on this meditation. Okay. They're like saying, "Here you go sit down." They're like, nudging us to go sit down. So we will. We will happily sit down. Once again, we see a massive red glowing fire. A fire so bright, so red, that is sparkling with red embers, red all over. And as we sit around this fire, the mantis beings circle around us, holding us by our shoulders, like this on our shoulders, and they're encouraging us to just meditate on this fire. So there's some special power, some special thing to be gained that's going to be independent to each of us as we gaze in this fire. So I will let each and every one of you have your own experiences with this. All right. And now I feel a strong urge to step into this red fire and to engage with it, to soak up all the energy that I can from it. So why don't we do this as a group? We're going to go ahead and collectively step into this fire. And I'm getting a strong urge to, like a calling to chant the Narasimha mantra. So I will. Give me a second, guys. Okay, got it. My laptop is running low, so gotta plug it in. Okay, very good. Very good. Okay. Sorry to distract from our meditation, but just playing it by ear. Okay. So now we're going to do our Narasimha mantra, and we'll just stay focused on this meditation, on this fire that is surrounding us. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya. 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 Okay. And I can literally, well, in my meditation, I see Narasimha standing before us. Narasimha, if you don't know, is the deity of that destroys self-criticism and, like self-shame, self-criticism, just all the negative crap that we do to ourselves. And it destroys that. So, as we sit here, Narasimha has a special gift to give us. He is going to surround us. He's like a lion, half man, half lion. And he wants to destroy all self-criticism, all of our negative things that we tell ourselves about ourselves. He wants to, much like Kali actually, he wants to just devour the parts of ourselves that are telling us that we're no good, that we're shameful, that we're evil, that we're awful. So this takes some courage, but make an effort to surrender to this energy, to surrender to Narasimha. In other words, let all that shit go. All the stuff that you tell yourself about, oh, I'm not good enough, I don't have $1 million in the bank, or, whatever, this or that. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's not important what you devalue about yourself. Is just our own mental gymnastics. Okay. So now we're going to go to wow, it's been an hour already, but that's okay. We'll continue. Now we're going to thank Narasimha for him devouring our self-criticism and empowering us with energy. We're going to thank the mantis beings, and we're going to ask them, if you'd like to, repeat after me if you want them to have an open line of communication with you. Thank you, mantis beings. It was a pleasure to meet you today, and I invite you to have an open line of communication with me, to openly communicate, to openly talk and be involved with me in my life as a friend. I invite you to come down to Earth whenever it is safe and appropriate for you to do so. Please, whenever you come down to Earth, be careful. There are dark forces that wish to do your harm, so please be careful of that. And other than that, I will see you next time. Alright. Now we're going to hastily rush back to Earth, and we're going to float just above Earth, just around Earth. We're all going to spread out in a circle. That way you can see your spiritual brothers and sisters all around the world doing the same thing as you are right now, which is meditating for the empowerment of Earth. So, what we're going to do right now, while we're surrounding Earth, is we're going to send energy from our heart center directly into the center core of Earth. We're going to imagine ourselves sending out this powerful energy, and the Earth will be leveling up herself to 5D, to the next level. That's the intention here. So we're consciously going to connect with Venus, and we are consciously going to connect with Mars. And this is sending a message to Earth. It's sending energy of love, and it's also sending energy of that destroys self-criticism and puts up boundaries to protect the feminine. The feminine needs protected. So we're going to do that. So we're just going to imagine sending energy out of your heart center, surrounding Earth and into the Earth. And you can see the Earth is glowing with this energy. It's pulsating. It's this energy is like a laser penetrating deeper and deeper into the Earth. And she quivers and shakes at when she receives this energy. So we are going to make a full-hearted attempt at sending her all the energy that we have within us. So I want you to focus on doing this now. And you can join me in this chant if you would like. And then we'll just focus on breathing very deeply. Okay, very good. Now that we've depleted all of our energy into Mother Earth, we can talk to our guides, thank our guides, ask our guides if there's anything that they would like to tell you. Once you've received that message, you can repeat it back to them. This is very important that we repeat it back. Okay. We're going to we're going to thank our guides, and we're going to descend down to Earth. Go ahead and find your continent. We're descending so you can see your country, your continent, your state, your city, neighborhood, and finally your house. I'm going to descend through the ceiling of your house and hover right above your body. And we're going to make sure that you put your hands, your astral hands, on your body, like so. And we're just going to send this healing, empowering energy from our astral body to our physical body, breathing very deeply and slowly, integrating this energy. Very good. And now we will slowly come into our body. Have our consciousness descend into our body. And then we're going to reach up to our light being friends, ask them to help us to integrate this energy and almost feel like it like a wave of light is coming down on you. So I imagine this as like a beam of light just coming down and filling up my whole body with light. And my brain is pumping with DMT right now. I am so out of it. Alright. Now, at this time, we're going to rub our hands together. We're going to place our palms over our eyes. We're going to breathe in this heat and energy through our eyeballs and down into our feet and legs. As you exhale, send that energy down to the earth. We're going to massage our face, our eyes, our scalp, front of the neck, back of the neck, back of the neck, shoulders, arms, torso, chest, legs, I want to give it a pat down. Okay. And we are good. And I know my camera seems very laggy right now, so forgive me if this is not the best video quality. It's something that I've been experimenting with, so. Alright, that's it, guys. Love you guys, and I'm out of it, man. I freaking need to go to bed. It's like, ooh, like, it's a wonderful feeling, but I'm very loopy right now. Alright, guys. Love you. Bye bye.